Hi Gemini, this is the Fool's Journey Tarot. This is Carmilla. Today is July 22nd, 2019, and I am doing a general love reading for Gemini. So if you have Gemini anywhere in your birth chart, this may resonate for you. It's also not time specific, so if you're watching this later on, a month or a year from now, it may resonate for you then. It's a general love reading. Of course, love is on a spectrum like anything else, so this could be anything from an enemy you're dealing with all the way up to your one and only true romantic partner. Your family, friend, coworker, so on and so forth. And sometimes the readings resonate for people in the financial or job arena and or family, those kind of things. So Gemini, let's get started with your reading today. I have pre-shuffled all of my decks, but I'm going to give them a couple more shuffles before we start. And we'll get going. See how you're doing today. My daughter's bird. She feels like my bird because I hang out with her a lot. Anyway, my daughter's bird just took a bath, so she's still a little bit wet. She's hanging out over here on the table. You can't see her, she's off camera, of course, and she's kind of standing in front of the fan. It's a hot day today, and so she's airing herself out in front of the fan. It's pretty cute. She's being kind of mellow, which is good. Now she's chewing on a paper towel. Okay, Gemini, let's get back to you. Let's see what's going on. Your underlying energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Very nice. So you're in a single kind of energy, taking care of yourself, doing well with the day-to-day, but enjoying life too, enjoying the fruits of your labor. You seem pretty happy in all areas of your life. Knight of Pentacles is a very single energy, however, so you might be single. If you're not, maybe you are feeling free and you're feeling independent. Maybe you're doing some things that are separate from your partner or your family, and so you're just kind of feeling that independence. We also have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Judgment card on the table so far. So it looks like you're either feeling very, very defensive, overly defensive, or maybe even to the point where whatever this is that you've been feeling defensive about, you've just given up. Feeling that there's no hope, feeling like you don't have support. And this Five of Wands would indicate some conflict, maybe some mental conflict. It could be that you had some external conflict with partner or friend, and the issues weren't resolved, so now it's turned inward, so it's mental conflict for you rather than external conflict. And Judgment regarding some kind of decision that has been made or will be made, or is currently being made. Paired with the Nine of Pentacles, you have the Maiden of Water in reverse. The Maiden of Water would be the Knight of Cups in traditional tarot. In this deck, it has a little bit of a different meaning. This would be an immature, maybe childish energy, maybe fancy and fun and fancy-free. You do have the Knight of Pentacles. So maybe you are kind of taking advantage of feeling independent of other people, maybe a little bit independent from some responsibilities right now. And you're getting back to your playful side. This could mean also that you are overly immature or childish or not taking responsibility in some way, shape, or form for regarding a situation or a partner. You have the Devil energy paired with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Mother of Water with the Five of Wands in reverse, and the Two of Earth with Judgment. It feels like, let's see, is this your energy here? Okay, this might be your person's energy that's come out here on the table. The Mother of Water in reverse. You might be dealing with somebody who is experiencing some mental conflict, anguish. This could even be mental illness of some sort, or could be someone who's bipolar, because it is paired with the Mother of Water, which is the Queen of Cups in the traditional tarot. This is someone who can be overly sensitive to the point of feeling like a martyr or a victim. Someone who can be clingy in a relationship, or a little bit codependent or dependent upon you, or this could indicate a codependent relationship. This could refer to somebody who is insecure within a relationship, maybe afraid of letting go, or afraid that their partner may go. Maybe you with this independent energy that you have with the Nine of Pentacles. Is it possible that maybe you are looking to separate yourself a little bit from this person? There's a decision that's been made, or that will be made, that's causing some imbalance. The Two of Earth is the same as, well, is the Two of Pentacles in the traditional tarot, and this card basically means the same thing. There's some imbalance, but it could be on a more spiritual level, mind, body, and soul. Some imbalance regarding a relationship or within your life. Not feeling completely grounded. And the Devil energy surrounding this feeling of extreme sensitivity or defensiveness, to the point of feeling like there's no hope, feeling like people are against you. This is interesting because the underlying energy feels pretty positive, and the rest of it, you could be dealing with somebody who is seeing you transform or take on a more independent energy, or one that where you're feeling like doing things for yourself, or taking on some new projects or hobbies that are designed for you and you alone. You're the only one that's, you know, you're not taking people along with you, in other words, for the fun. You're just kind of doing it on your own. And you might have someone in your household, or somebody, or a partner that is feeling left out, feeling like you are losing love for them because you aren't including them, and this is causing some imbalance within the relationship. Let's see what else we get on the table for some more details here. This might be the same energy, but I'm thinking this is your person, and the underlying is you right now. Ten of Wands in reverse, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. It may have taken you a while to get to this point where you're feeling like you can kind of concentrate on yourself now. You could take advantage of your hard work. Maybe you're retired. Maybe you're, you know, I've worked 40 years at this job. I've retired. Now it's time for me to reap the benefits of my rewards, or reap the rewards of my hard work, whatever that is. I don't know why it came out that way. Anyway, this can also indicate, though, that you've been feeling some burden, or feeling some heavy responsibility, maybe working too hard. And so you've stopped doing that, and this is where you're at right now. Maybe you're on vacation, releasing a little bit of that burden. You have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, clarifying the Maiden of Water. Queen of Pentacles in reverse in this deck is about somebody who is giving too much and not receiving back, not receiving in return. Again, there's an imbalance in give and take. This could pertain to your person. It would make sense paired with this other energy. Queen of Pentacles is the same as the Nine of Pentacles, kind of like the next card. This would be someone who, you know, upright is someone who's stable, sincere, honest, hardworking, devoted to their family, a good friend, someone who's a good partner in life. And if it's reversed, this person is feeling neglect, not in a whiny, moody way, like, oh, you owe me this because I've done this for you, but in the sense that they realize they've been giving a lot into the relationship but not receiving much in return, maybe nothing in return, and has left you feeling like it's a little bit, it's time for you. It's time for you to be you. It looks like if this is you with this devil energy of feeling overly sensitive or overly defensive, you're coming out of this and moving away from it. You do have the Eight of Cups clarifying the devil card. It's actually the Lamas card in this deck. So you are moving away from this. It's been an emotional event or circumstance in your life that you are moving away from. That's caused some grief. Maybe this relationship you're in or have been in, it has been toxic for you. Like I said, this person can definitely represent someone who's a little codependent. Maybe you've been the same with this person to a certain extent. A lot of times the givers in the relationship do feel a sense of needing to give all the time. They want to be the provider. They want to make sure their family's happy. They want to make sure that their partner's happy. And this person with the Five of Wands in reverse, it's paired again with this Five of Wands in the other deck too, which is interesting. Might have caused you some mental anguish or some conflict that you just no longer want to deal with. And so maybe you're walking away, or again, you could just be separating yourself from this person and taking on a new hobby that makes you happy. It doesn't include them. It doesn't mean you don't love them anymore or that you're not in a relationship with them anymore necessarily, although that could be. You also have the Eight of Pentacles energy, clarifying the Five of Wands. This particular, now Eight of Pentacles in most decks kind of means that there's lack of progress in work or shoddy job or some mistakes made in the financial realm. In this deck, it also means that there's a sense of feeling like it's too hard. It's the job ahead is insurmountable. It can't be accomplished. You have the Two of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Two of Earth in reverse. So there is some imbalance, and it may have caused, like I said, either a breakup or separation within this relationship. This could just mean that there's some love lost, or maybe you feel like you've gotten lost within the relationship, and so you need to move away from that to feel like you again, or to, like I said, spend some time on yourself, treating yourself to some things that you enjoy, some hobbies and things you like to do that are separate from this person. Let's see what other details we can get for you, Gemini. There is a Page of Swords clarifying the Judgment card here. This Page of Swords in this deck is an immature energy. It can be someone who's feeling cynical or sarcastic in the reverse position. Someone who maybe is doubtful or not supporting of the decision that was made, because there is, like I said, the judgment card that it's clarifying. So this could be your person feeling, like I said, left out, maybe a little whiny, maybe a little needy, maybe wondering why, maybe feeling like they need reassurance from you because they feel like you're abandoning them or headed in that direction. Since you're moving away from this energy, I don't know that this Two of Cups in reverse means that there's a breakup necessarily, or it could just be a change in the relationship. Like I said, this could be a separation where you've just decided to go your own way for a while, or maybe you're going to maintain the relationship, but you're doing it in separate households. Maybe you're friends and you were roommates for a while and things didn't work out, and you still want to be friends with this person, but it's not going to work with you two living together, that kind of thing. We have Justice in reverse, clarifying the Nine of Pentacles. So you do feel like this relationship or whatever happened within the relationship has been unfair to you, and that you do need to acknowledge it and act upon it because it's not working out for you. It doesn't feel balanced. It's not fair. And you're letting go. This is clarifying the Maiden of Water. You're letting go. Releasing this energy, maybe not this person, but just like I said, it could just be a change in the relationship itself. It could just be you guys have decided, like I said, to part ways or take a break from one another. You have felt trapped. Eight of Swords upright. And clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Death card in reverse. This would be something that's not going away. In other words, maybe you've tried this in the past. Maybe you have separated from your person in the past, and when you come back together, the same thing happens over and over. So this is an energy of something that needs to die but won't or can't. So in other words, you feeling neglected or feeling like this has been an imbalanced relationship, too much giving, not enough receiving. You've tried this in the past, you've gone back to this person, and the same thing happens again. The Tower in reverse, Five of Cups upright, Seven of Wands again, clarifying the Five of Wands in reverse. Both of these are in reverse. Star card, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, you've made a decision to walk away from this imbalance, to seek some healing, to seek just a healthier environment or healthier relationships. Wow, wow. Oh my God. See, once I get all these cards on the table, it's hard for me to pick them all up, but I have to show you this combination. So, let's see. Well, let's see. Let me just bring it up to you. Because I can't hold 8 cards, I can hold 4. I probably could hold 8, but it would take me forever to figure out how to do it. So anyway, we have the Five of Wands 3 times in this little chunk of cards I have down here at the bottom of the layout. And they're all in reverse, so there is definitely a lot of mental anguish, and I feel this is mostly on your partner's side because frankly, it's surrounding their card. And they're in need of some healing. They're feeling overly defensive. They have the Star card in reverse. This is something that's been going on for a long time. So this could be a long-standing, you know, I'm not a doctor or anything, and I'm not going to judge anybody, but maybe they have some mental illness that they've been dealing with for a long time, and it's just something that's, you know, not going away for them, and they're really struggling with it. It looks like you've taken a considerable amount of time making this decision to separate. You have the Nine of Pentacles, clarifying the Nine of Swords in reverse. So you've been feeling insecure about this relationship for quite some time, but you've come out of this feeling trapped, having nightmares about it, feeling like maybe you can't make any move because this person friend of yours, family member, loved one depends on you, and you feel like you've needed to be there for them. But the Tower came around. There's the Tower reverse. And this Tower reverse for me right now feels like it was long overdue. In other words, there was no movement towards balancing this relationship out so you felt more comfortable within it, or felt like you were receiving positive energy from this person. And you've grieved this loss. You've grieved the walking away from this relationship, or you are grieving it. I think you might still be feeling this, and I think your person most definitely is. And this would indicate an apology or seeking an apology. So you might be waiting for this person to come around and admit to you that they have not been fair in this relationship. They haven't given to you what you've given to them, and they are not seeing it and or not saying it. What's more interesting too is on top of the Five of Wands, one of the Five of Wands of the three that's down here, you also have the Eight of Pentacles. I talked about this already being in reverse, and we have the Hierophant clarifying this. Well, this is a card about giving up. It's just too hard. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm just throwing my hands up in the air and saying forget it. And the Hierophant to me is a simple card clarifying this, that it's just the right move. It's the right move to actually give up on this. You don't always want to walk away from something and say it was just too hard, I gave up on it, I'm a quitter. Who wants to say they're a quitter? But I don't think that you've been a quitter in this relationship. I think you have over time just hung on. Over time you've hung on to this person who has just caused you so much grief and mental conflict for such a huge amount of time, and it's just not getting better. She's not, I say she because it's the mother of water, but your person is not healing. They're not, maybe they're not making the effort. And again, this could be something this person has complete control over. I'm not saying they have a mental illness where they need to go see a doctor. They could, a lot of people have control over their emotions, but choose to interact within relationships because that's just how they know, that's just how they do it. That's how they do relationships. They're the receiver. I know quite a few people in my own life who are receivers, and they may cycle through some relationships because they get involved with somebody, and then the person they're involved with gets tired of it, gets tired of being the one giving all the time, and then they move on to somebody else who has either something else to give or more to give, or is just emotionally ready to be the one who supports the relationship by themselves. I don't think this person's making that kind of effort. I am going to get some clarifiers, see if we can get some more information for you, Gemini, before I close out this reading. But it feels pretty clear. It's a pretty clear reading. You know, you have made a decision to seek balance, a balanced relationship, a balanced give and take. You have the Six of Pentacles clarifying judgment. You've made this decision to move forward, heal, and find some balance in a new relationship maybe, or just balance being on your own, and you're moving away. You've got the Six of Swords clarifying this, Page of Swords energy. This person maybe, you know, has been the one to whine and piss and moan. You can't do this to me. How can you leave me? You're never going to make it on your own. You do this to me all the time. You know, you're a bully, you're mean, whatever, and you're just getting the hell out. Who the fuck needs this? There's no cards on here that show that you have anger towards this person, but I'm angry for you. Sometimes I just feel like, and maybe that's my own, memories about people like this in my own life. You get to a point, and when you think back on it, you think, why in the hell did I stay in that relationship so long? What was in it for me? What was in it for me? I can get this anywhere. I can frickin', find 1,000 people in this world who are looking for someone to just take care of them. You know, I want to stay home and be an stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, and there is nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just using this as an example. Someone who might be seeking someone who has some financial stability, who wants to just be the one who reaps the rewards, goes on the vacations, hangs out at home, decorates it, really pretty, and has dinner parties while their partner is slaving away 70 hours a week. There are people who live like that. And I think a lot of people go into relationships either expecting that from their partner or expecting to be the partner who is going to be the provider. There are people who go into relationships saying, I'm just going to be the one who takes care of everybody. And I think you've been that person for a while, Gemini. Let's get some clarifiers, see if we can't get anything else for you in closing. You have the Empress in reverse clarifying the, what was this again? The Maiden of Water and the Queen of Pentacles. So selfish time, that's what this says to me. This is covering your energy, and she can just sometimes indicate, because the Empress, right, is very nurturing energy, someone who takes care of others, someone who puts others before them, someone who is fine with that role and seeks to do that for people, but is also someone who is talented in a lot of ways, gets the job done, can cook the dinner and paint a beautiful picture and sing lullabies to the kids and wake up in the morning and have breakfast ready for you to have in bed without barely blinking an eye. That's that type of person. But in the reverse, she becomes selfish. It's all about her. Well, you know what? You deserve to be all about you, Gemini. The Three of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Devil card. I think you're just done. You're done. You've been done with the... Maybe your person is a little extravagant. Maybe they spend too much. Maybe you make the money and they spend it. The King of Swords, clarifying the Queen of... or the Mother of Water. And the Page of Pentacles. I think this is your energy. You're saying enough. Now, the King of Swords can be unemotional, but this person is also all about standing up for what's right, can be logical, a good thinker, good communicator. This can be someone who actually works in law enforcement or makes decisions for other people, or is someone you look up to. Could be actually somebody who's a police officer or something like that. But anyway, this person, I think this is you. This is you just saying, this is how it is. This is what our relationship has been like, and I'm not doing it anymore. You've realized that this imbalance is unhealthy, that you need to move away from it. It's not only not, that's not the deck I wanted to use. It's not only unfair for you, but it's just not a way to live. Who wants to, who wants to just be the giver? Especially when the receiver becomes selfish. Especially when the receiver starts expecting it instead of being appreciative of it. It starts to wear on you a little bit, doesn't it? I feel you, Gemini. I've been there. Few times. All right, let's get a few more cards and see if there's anything else I can get for you for this reading today. We have the Maiden of Air, clarifying you. This is someone who's communicating, telling it like it is. Somebody who's a clear you've just come out and said, this is what's going to happen, this is what I'm doing, this is where I'm going. It's clarifying your energy. You're not being sneaky about it, you're not lying about it, you haven't ghosted them. Come out, told them how you feel about the relationship and how you feel about them and what you're going to do about it. Good for you, Gemini. Good for you. There's the Omen card, or the Tower, clarifying the Tower. This was just so long overdue, it's ridiculous. This was so long overdue. You gave it that Boy Scouts try, right? Is that the phrase? I don't know. I'm not a Boy Scout. There's the Lovers. I think your partner feels like, you know, this was a soul bond. You have the Two of Cups now. I'm sorry, this isn't Lovers, it's Two of Water or Two of Cups. So you do have the Two of Cups twice. I know this is definitely a significant relationship in your life. Remember, just because it's a significant relationship in your life doesn't mean it has to be forever. We have lots of relationships in our lives that might last, you know, a day up to 10 years or 50 years, however long it's going to last. Just because it's significant doesn't mean that you have to stay with that person forever. And then we have the Four of Earth, clarifying judgment. It's time for you to sit back, reap the benefits of your hard work, regain some strength and some energy to move on from this, to get some real clarity on what you really want out of a relationship, so you can be happy, so you can ultimately be happy. Well, Gemini, I have to say, I feel happy for you. You know, this person probably needs this time too away from you. And once they're apart from you and they have some time where they can really think about your relationship a little bit more, maybe they'll heal. Maybe they'll come around. You know, that's not guaranteed because that's on them. They have to decide if they want that or not. I think you've decided you want to heal and you want to move on. You are probably vibrating at a little higher level than they are, Gemini. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with dropping those kind of people to the wayside and saying, just not doing this anymore. There are so many people in this world, many of whom are at your level when it comes to what it means to be in a relationship where there's equal give and take, and you have those feel-good feelings for them and they have those for you, and because of that there's that mutual respect, mutual desire to make that other person happy, because when they're happy, you're happy, and that's what you want, that's what you deserve. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you for joining me today on the Fool's Journey Tarot, and I will see you next time. Bye.